Questions about artificial intelligence are on the rise. New AI generators and chatbots are now easily at your fingertips. From the classroom to the Capitol and the unforeseen consequences, concerns and fear about the fast evolving human-like creator continue to mount. Just consider this. The man widely seen as the godfather of artificial intelligence, Geoffrey Hinton, resigned from Google this year, warning about his creation. He says AI can spread misinformation, impact the job market, and is close to becoming smarter than humans.
Artificial intelligence is the goal of creating intelligence that's similar to humans.
For 7 decades, this technology was working in the background.
And you learn, basically how humans talk with each other, how humans write.
Essentially mimicking how our brain works.
That's why it started to sound a little bit more like humans, because it looked at so many documents.
That's billions, if not trillions, of web pages, message boards, legal documents, social media posts, and more. We're talking about everything you can find on the internet. ECU Assistant Professor Dr. Nick Herndon has spent his life studying this evolving technology. All the while, the program is studying us everywhere we go.
We have Siri, we have Alexa, we have Google Home. In cars, we have GPS, we have close to autonomous driving.
Think about autocomplete on your phone. That's artificial intelligence. From email spam filters to facial recognition to unlock your phone, even the suggested post on your social media feeds. It's all generated by artificial intelligence. In March, AI became more mainstream when a program called ChatGPT was released.
We could ask it a question about any topic and it'll respond. We could ask it to tell us a story. We can ask it to write code for us. So there's a lot of different stuff we can do with it.
Like writing a college essay or solving a complex math problem. Madison Rose and Jordan Wellborn are computer science students. They showed me how human-like conversations with this chatbot were possible.
Using these large data sets, we can, count how many words is in a document. We can figure out the next probability. I think that's so fascinating to me.
This technology doesn't come without concerns.
We only have the data that's available to us online, so if there's data defaming somebody and it sees that data, that's what it knows to say, so that's what it's going to regurgitate.
We have to keep in mind that some of the information that we get back from it might not be accurate.
When we asked it about ECU, the answer was correct. But for some subjects, it may provide misinformation.
If it's used in the wrong way, it can be dangerous.
It's not just messages. Hold on a second. New programs can generate images or videos from only a few words.
I can only imagine the consequences of people watching a particular video and not knowing whether that's true or false, or whether that's authentic or fake video.
We asked an artificial intelligence generator called DALL-E to create an image of East Carolina University PD on a pirate ship. In less than a minute, AI created this.
That's pretty wild to see.
Yeah, you could see the idea, but it's not exactly generated correctly.
With images generated with computers, those patterns might diverge a little bit.
Small differences, Professor Herndon says the program attempts to fix over time.
It doesn't have problem-solving skills. It doesn't actually know what it's producing. As us as humans, we know what we're, actually putting out.
We tested it out with ChatGPT by asking its opinion on President Joe Biden.
As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions or beliefs, nor am I capable of forming them.
A boundary Professor Herndon hopes will stay in place.
We don't know the capability of this technology, but I'm hoping that we will use it for good.
It's been described as an opportunity and risk, artificial intelligence. Although the foundation of this technology was around for decades, some lawmakers say recent advancements are quickly transforming our future and potentially threatening people's rights.
I hope this technology will help us do things that we haven't even imagined that are possible.
The possibilities seem endless with artificial intelligence. It's already a lot like us. Programs can read, write, see, speak, move, hear, and understand.
We developed some tests, and they're as good, and in some cases better than humans at these tasks.
Some AI can touch, move, create, debate, and even play games with sensors and cameras. is becoming more sophisticated and accessible at your fingertips. Think about Apple's Siri, Amazon's Alexa, and Google Home.
As soon as one of these tools is released, it can be used for things that we haven't even thought about.
Now there's chatbots like OpenAI's ChatGPT, Microsoft's Bing Chat, and Google's Bard. It takes seconds for these systems to put out a college essay or solve a complex math problem. Other systems can create images like an artist with only a few prompts. ECU Assistant Professor Dr. Nick Herndon has spent his life studying this evolving technology.
Even the developers of this software cannot anticipate the consequences of making it publicly available.
Possibilities of reinforcing social biases, swaying political elections, committing fraud, and spreading misinformation. Not to mention this recent report by investment bank Goldman Sachs, which reveals AI could replace 300 million full-time jobs amid creating a productivity boom.
I see it as any other tools that we've developed that help us do things even faster, better, and release us from mundane tasks and let us focus on more important things.
So I don't think people need to be scared about it at this point in time.
This fast-moving technology has lawmakers' attention, but there's a learning curve. Congressman Greg Murphy says, like us, they're learning about the benefits while weighing the consequences.
I do think we have to move cautiously forward because if it's going to be taking people out of their jobs or how it would affect industry or trade is going to be very critical for us.
Although the foundation of this technology has been around for decades, some lawmakers say recent advancements are quickly transforming our future and potentially threatening people's rights.
It's important to build safeguards, for individuals, organizations as well.
Safeguards, Congressman Don Davis says, are needed for any type of innovation.
It has to be done in a responsible way that doesn't misrepresent, mischaracterize, it doesn't lead to misinformation, disinformation.
There's a series of proposals to rein in artificial intelligence. Political experts say none fit to govern it. Last year, the White House published this 73-page blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights, but these provisions are only voluntary.
I think Congress will at some point feel the need to regulate some of the things that that occurs. We have to understand, though, what is the part of the First Amendment on here and free speech? What are some of the other issues that we don't infringe upon people's rights?
A balancing act to prevent its use for the wrong reasons while not holding back advancements.
I cannot blame our lawmakers for not foreseeing the consequences.
Professor Herndon says it comes down to those who use it.
And it's up to us to use it in the right way.
Artificial intelligence is transforming our future, from potentially revolutionary capabilities to possible disruptions. The errors from AI can be quite subtle and at times unrecognizable.
I was previously very skeptical that we would ever reach this level of sophistication with our artificial intelligence tools.
Text, images, audio, and video, generating in seconds. It's all at your fingertips thanks to artificial intelligence.
Although it feels like an overnight success, we researchers have been at it for decades in order to make it an overnight success.
University of Pennsylvania Associate Professor Dr. Chris Callison-Birch prepares his students, and now you, to spot the difference.
We're just now scratching the surface.
In this study, his team of students have proven AI is still catching up to how our brain works.
A key thing to keep in mind about these systems is they are not generating text that is fact-checked. They're producing the next word in the same way that your cell phone is when it's trying to autocomplete your sentence.
He created this training game called Real or Fake Text, and it puts your mind to the test. From short stories to news articles, recipes, and presidential speeches, with each line, you have to guess whether it's written by a human or machine.
Each new word that they're generating is based on the previous context. As a result, they tend to generate very amazingly grammatical, plausible sounding texts.
Professor Callison-Birch says if it doesn't add up, it's likely artificial intelligence.
The types of errors that the computers make now tend to be things that we as human beings would consider common sense.
It's not only text, Images too, which can be difficult and dangerous. On this website, whichfaceisreal.com, he points out what to look for.
One of which is a photograph of an actual person, and the other one is a imagined person that has been generated through an artificial neural network.
Take a close look at this image. At first glance, you may not be able to tell a difference. Looking at these two photos, I would suspect this person is real and this is the one generated by artificial intelligence. What do you think? Which one is real and which one is created by AI? All right, we'll find out. Okay, so the one on the right is real. We tried it again with another set of images. This one may be a little tough, but I'm really concerned about what's happening right here. That looks a little odd.
Oftentimes, the areas outside of the face region are distorted or kind of nonsensical. So this big blob here doesn't make any sense to me. So I would suspect that it's therefore this person that's real.
All right, there we go. Professor Callison Birch says to watch for small details like fingers, ears, hairlines, and accessories like glasses. It may turn out distorted, which is a sign of artificial intelligence. Some images may depict dramatic events, like this of a protest turned violent in New York.
Actually, these patches look fake, or, they're not coherent, and this doesn't look real. So it could be that this is computer generated.
It was ruled to be completely fake, and images like these are now easy, sometimes free to make and faster to share.
All members of a democratic society need to be skeptical of the information that they're being presented with and need to think about the source and need to rely on credible sources of information.
Professor Callison Birch spoke in a House subcommittee hearing on the issue of artificial intelligence. He hopes the positives of this technology outweigh the negatives, like providing unique tools for entertainment and productivity. Tech companies OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google state they're committed to safe and responsible AI. The possibilities of what this technology can do seem endless, and it's likely already reached you.